Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Chainsaw Man chapter 156. But before that, let's look at 155 just very shortly, or just a little bit. Not too much, because I don't want to get too emotional again. But yeah, we had a reasonable voice in the angry mob that was basically not pleading, but just, yeah, seemed to have tears in her eyes, just telling everyone that, yeah, we shouldn't kill a kid, you know? Everyone has been acting kind of crazy. It's, it hasn't been that long since this whole thing started, so let's try to calm down a little bit and really take a good look at what we're doing. And I like that. And even then, before this, that we still had a few people here and there being like, "Yeah, I don't know how I feel about killing kids." So everyone had, well, not everyone, but some people did have that line that they did not want to cross. And because even one of them here, like that is not with that, said, "But somebody died under that brat's control," and it's like, yes, but like she wouldn't have had to resort to that if you weren't trying to kill her and her brother. So yeah. And Nata's just looking at this, being like, what do I do? I guess I just have to wait. And then she notices that Bottom is speaking again. And I'm still a little confused on how this, uh, on the order of things here. Because he says, too bad, looks like this thing's out of bullets. And I just don't understand why would he try to, um, he would try to test if the gun has any bullets on it himself. Like, what? Is that like if killing himself immediately will get him rid of all the injuries he has? What that would do is just, put him unconscious. Like, I just don't get it. Because, yeah, now that I think about it, why would he aim it at himself after testing it on Nayuta? But then why would he not test it on Nayuta? I just don't get it. Trying to shoot himself. It's not like it will do anything beneficial for him. Everyone looks surprised there. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I completely forgot about the next page. Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, so okay, having the next page in mind now that I'm looking at when he says, "Too bad, like this thing's out of bullets." It makes it seem as if he's mocking her because he's making it seem as if she was controlling him to shoot himself, and that's like, oh, too bad, you failed, basically. Now I get it. I thought he was doing it, for something that he was planning, and he is. But yeah, he was acting as if Naruto was controlling him. And of course, he tries to say that, that's not the case, obviously. We know how Banam acts. Like, he was literally trying to manipulate the people in the angry mob before already. She's a devil, blah blah blah. She did this to me. Kill her. And then that chapter ends. I think it might be the one before this. Ends with him pointing the gun at her. But I guess when he saw that people were actually hesitating to do that, he was like, oh, this is gonna give them the final push. Like, I'm not trying to do anything to her, but she's still trying to kill me. Kill her. I don't want to die, blah, blah, blah. And it seems like it does work. At least three of the people in the angry mob are heading towards her with their spears aimed at her. And she looks to be frozen in fear. And that's the last time we see her in the chapter. So I'm really hoping she's okay. I definitely don't think that Fujimoto would kill her off screen, but someone must have come in and helped her. Maybe Quanxi? We haven't seen her in quite a bit, and it would be weird that just one public safety member would be able to stall her for so long. So yeah, I think it's possible, especially if she knows that keeping Nayuta the way that she is, basically keeping her as Nayuta instead of the control devil reincarnating once more, is definitely better for humanity as a whole. As well as her maybe caring for Denji a little bit, and also because Kitsui cares for Denji. But yeah, the next page is quite poignant, with their apartment building just completely burning down. Everything of their family, well, of their normal life, just burning down to ashes. And then the next panel is just seeing it how it used to look. Oh, yeah. Then we see the flashback, and we see what Naruto was thinking and feeling when we first met her, and how that started to evolve. First into like, you know, what it is about this human. Why do I feel pity for him? And it seems like there used to be some sort of like lingering feelings from Makima. Not necessarily, but because of the why do I want this heart? It could be that, but it could also just be the nature of the control devil, wanting to form connections with people, but finding it very difficult because of the kind of devil that she is. And then just being very desperate to find out who she used to be. So then she finds out not necessarily everything. That's not what I had the impression of. But obviously, yeah, it's not with Denji's consent. But she finds out by digging through his memories, and then so she knows about his contract with Pochita, about the name Makima, and her plan, and then just dream of normal living life, living a normal life. And that was also the Chainsaw Man that Makima saw it. In this, if I grant her wish, I might find out who I am. That's crazy to me. That she was so close to becoming another Makima just to find out who she was. Just to get a sense of self. And then, oh my god, this beautiful montage of seeing different parts of their apartment, and then just them being together and walking the dogs. This panel where it says, Denji, you're a huge idiot. You don't think about anything. And there's like a bunch of blurry lines. I saw like someone make a comparison to like when also Makima said to Denji something similar, but instead said you don't need to think about anything. So maybe Denji, it could be something like, oh, that line in particular, Nayuta and Makima kind of like, it was a bit of a blend in his mind, but this is from her own perspective, so I don't know what exactly this means. And then we have this amazingly beautiful, heart-wrenching moment when she directly asks Denji, "Who am I?" And he just says, "You're my family, Nata." And I love everything about that. Nathan, not only did she find out what she wanted to know about who she is, because that's it. Right now, she doesn't need anything else. Denji gave her the answer without her having to do all this um, mallevolous schemes. And without even knowing, she also managed to um, make Makima's true wish come true, or rather, the control devil's wish, which Pochita told us about in like chapter 97, which was just getting lots of hugs and getting a family. And she got that, and I just, oh, that hits hard. And then we get to see Denji having a nightmare, and just the way that he sees himself, or rather, his young version, is definitely something. You've never had a family, you were always drawn to that word. But you threw that all away when you chose Chainsaw Man, didn't you? Yeah, this definitely seems like he's berating himself for choosing one thing over the other. And even though Denji's want to be like, I want to have both, it definitely seems like his subconscious doesn't agree with that. Like uh, he hates himself for choosing to be Chainsaw Man, even though, just choosing that doesn't mean he has to discard the other. But his survivor's guilt and just his guilt in general about having caused the death of previous family members is too great for him to ignore. Like, yeah. This definitely feels very. Oof, yeah, it's heavy. But it's also just, there's no one else he can blame too. And of course, he's also repeating Makima's words to himself, but that's just how much those ingrained into his own psyche. And I'm sure he was already thinking that, but that cemented it. And I'll never forgive Makima. And I heard that there's some different translations of this. And yeah, he killed his own dad. He did. And, whether or not it was deserved, I'm pretty sure we all assume it is. Denji did not see it that way. And he feels miserable that he did that, even if it was for survival. But there's also, just family in general. Aki and power. Like, he shouldn't feel guilty about their deaths. Because even though he did play a part in them, it was all Makima's plan. He didn't want that to happen. He was put in a very difficult situation. But that's just how human nature works. Of course, he'd blame himself. And doesn't see himself as having the right to establish a familial connection with others anymore. And that just hurts. But yeah, I said I wasn't gonna get too much into it, but I did. So let's just begin in 156. I've gotten. I don't think I have any spoilers. At all. I don't think. I just know it's like a very subtextual chapter, and Fumiko appears in it. I think, but that's about it. So let's start chapter 155, titled, oh goodness, Whoop, 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 Bis, Split, Split. I don't know. This sounds like the lyrics of like a Maximum the Hormone song. But yeah, we see from outside of Denji's hospital room the fire and just the disaster outside. Oh boy. Yeah, he's looking pretty distraught after waking up from that nightmare. Good that we're starting off right where we left off. You know, I I want someone that I really like waiting for him in like sitting in a chair in the room, like Kishibe or Nayuta, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, wait, he might be imagining this. Nayuta, because the way she looks here looks very, very similar to one panel last chapter. You're awake? Oh shit! It's Yoshida. I should have known. How was he not one of my options? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I saw some people also thinking that could be the case. Interesting though, we've never seen him in the complete public safety outfit. Only when he fought Asa and he had the Kishibe outfit. Oh boy, I guess it was about time that we had a dedicated Yoshida and Denji interaction. Oh man, Denji's expression and just how he's just completely surrounded by shadow while Yoshida is in the light. Whew, you slept like a log. Mm, where's Nayuta? Yoshida's. I don't like the expression Yoshida's making, bro. It doesn't seem like he has good news. What? What happened to Nayuta? Oh my god, bro. We still. Yoshida's still not saying anything. Oh, look at Denji's expression. I hate looking. I hate him looking so hurt. Sorry, I don't know either, but. Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't know. I want to know what he was going to keep saying, though. What was the but? Where is she? Oh, Denji. I know. I completely get where you're coming from, but I bet you're in no shape to walk right now. Yeah. Oh man, this hurts. You've been asleep for an entire week. An entire week. Oh my goodness, I did not expect such a it's not it's not like a 6 months time skip, but like considering the story events, I did not expect any kind of yeah time jump like this. Bro, what? So Nayata's missing for this long? Oh, this is yeah, this is bad. You won't be able to walk right away. You know what? It is interesting how instead of Yoshida straight up just I don't know trying to grab Denji and put him back in the bed, he's just giving him a headbutt. A week? Why didn't you wake me up? I don't think he would have been able to. Ooh, yo, that panel of just Yoshida's face without being able to see his eyes. Okay, so I don't think it was only because of that. And then the next panel is just his legs. Very interesting. What does this mean? I now I'm understanding when people said this was a very subtextual chapter. It always is when it comes to Yoshida. Uh, Why is he making that? He's hiding something. I don't think it's necessarily like factual information, but just something to do with feelings. And yeah, that's why he's not giving him a straight answer right away. Denji, I thought I dumbed that down enough for even a monkey to understand. Turn into Chainsaw Man and I can't guarantee your normal life. Ooh. I think it's very telling that Yoshida is telling him this, but not looking at him. He's he has his back to Denji. Oh man, this must be really hard for Yoshida to be telling him that. After all the effort that he put into Denji not being in this position, but also just I 100% believe that Yoshida does care genuinely for Denji, even if it's a little complicated. Nah, screw it, he does care for Denji, period, as well as Nayuta. And that's a part of why he feels so bad for having to be the one to tell him this. You broke the rules. There's nothing more I can do to help you. And while it is true, like I said, it is pretty obvious that Yoshida Yoshida didn't feel like facing Denji while saying that. And even while we are seeing his face here in this panel, I don't know. Maybe I'm saying what I want to see. But he looks a little sad to be the bearer of this bad news and also just that this situation is happening at all. Oof, and he just closes the hospital room door with a thunk, leaving Denji just lying there on the floor. And then he just closes his eyes. Ooh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm guessing this is right outside his hospital room. Yeah, one, two, three, four other um, public safety agents members, and it seems like Yoshida has something in his hand. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess that Yoshida was uh, like I'm guessing they all wanted to go in, but then Yoshida volunteered and be like, "No, I'll do it." Yeah, I can definitely see that. I'll be the one to break the news, and he might take it better if I'm the one to say it. Oh, I put him back under. Also, he put him to sleep. Again? That might be the actual reason why he's been asleep for so long. Like, obviously, I don't think Yoshida wants to be doing this. And also, when he was looking so bleak when Denji first woke up. Good job. Hmm. Are they seriously going to dismember Denji Senpai? Yeah. Oof. Yo, when Fumiko says that, look at Yoshida's face. Bro just looks so tired. And that, yeah. When he says yeah as well, it almost looks like he's looking anywhere but to Fumiko. In that case, can I pluck out some of his hairs or nails before it's too late? His body's about to become property of the state. Gotta add it to my collection. Fucking freak. I thought you were a Chainsaw Man fan. Yeah, everyone says that. I sure am. I'm a collector. Ooh, one, two black bars of panels, and then two legs, which I'm guessing are pochita. So we, how, like obviously, yes, Yoshida doesn't want to be doing this, but if he, if he's told, he's going to. I don't. I feel like Yoshida is too deep into this organization that unless someone like you know truly shakes him to the core, especially with the stuff that just happened, he's not gonna like help out Denji and go against public safety. That would go against all the things we've known about him. He just seems very resigned to what he thinks is his fate. Pochita, I gotta get up. Why? I have to go save Nayuta. Hmm. I wonder what it means. I'm gonna keep saying that. That we can't see Denji's eyes while he's talking to Pochita here. Maybe to hide his feelings, but we know, right, what his feelings are. Save her. Yo, this panel layout though, it goes kind of hard. Just a panel of like from here to here of Denji's face without responding to Pochita's question. How can you do that without your legs? Oh my god. Yo, page 11. Oh, this is. Ooh. Oh, I hate this. How is he gonna get out of this? Oh boy, my son, what are they doing to you? Oh, this is pretty bad. Prepare suction. Oh, they're sawing his left leg or foot. Mm. Well, at least they're not doing it while he's awake. Right leg 26, amputation complete. Bag this, please. Next, we'll start on right leg 27. I don't think we've seen this public safety guy before. I mean, the one with the eye patch. Excuse me, no smoking during the operation, please. I can't concentrate. Could the special division agent kindly exit the operating room? No can do. I'm under orders to kill Chainsaw Man if he flees. Is he from the same division as Quan Chi? This is the Tokyo Devil Detention Center. Since its founding, no devil has ever escaped this facility. Yeah, that's. Is this the devil? Sorry, is this the building where we met uh the future devil? Man, I thought they were only on cells. But I guess for a hybrid, they would have to. Um, yeah, they would have to have a lab such as this. Armed personnel are on site around the clock. The detention center is prepared for any contingency. Even this recent Chainsaw Man incident was no exception. It would take a war to compromise this facility's safety. Wait. Okay, so that's a bit heavy-handed. At first, I thought a completely different character, but war that has to be Yoru, right? Which that's quite the last panel of the chapter. Okay, so if it's Yoru, why? I'm guessing it's a thing of like, nah, no one can dispose of Chainsaw Man. I have to be the one, you know. I'm the only one who should be able to take him down, or rather, I want to be the one to take him down. Not like this though. Not by public safety. It could be. It could be. She's been wanting to have um that rematch. Of course, she still thinks there's two Chainsaw Mans. From what family told them. Although, who knows? We don't know if Asa and Yoru have encountered family ever since the last time we saw them fighting Yoshida. But I'm gonna go under the assumption that they haven't. And if so, how did they find out that Denji was taken here? Do they already know that Denji is Chainsaw Man? I have a few questions. But there's no point in speculating until we get more. But yeah, holy shit. This took a big bad turn that I did not expect. But at the same time, I'm not surprised that this is what happened. I'm still like, damn. When was the last time that Yoru saw Denji? Because she technically saw him when she forced a kiss on him in his and Nayuta's apartment. But I'm not gonna count that. Because she didn't know who he was. So I'm gonna say that during the Yuko arc in the school, when she tries to kill him and he's there as Chainsaw Man, that's the last time that Yoru was truly active in trying to fight Chainsaw Man. So yeah, it's been a long ass time since Yoru and Chainsaw Man crossed paths. So I'm really curious how this is going to go, depending on how much new information, if any, Yoru has gathered. Because yeah, this is it's gonna be like maybe like, oh, I got you out of here, now fight me. Or it could be also be that could they still be cooperating with Fami maybe also? Like, you know, we're saving you for now. Then we're taking you to Fami because we know that both me and you are essential to dealing with the Death Devil. But after all that's done, then I want a rematch. Something along those lines. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I just know a lot of people are gonna be calling Yoshida names for what he participates into this chapter. But it's hard to be mad at him when you can definitely see that not only does he not want to be doing this, but also he feels like he has no other choice. That's the thing with him, no? A lot of binary choices. And for him, it's either you do this or your whole life ends. Granted, we don't really know what's his deal with public safety, how he started working with them, and if he can stop working with them without any very negative consequences. But I think it's mostly on a psychological block rather that he's just come to think of, like, very pessimistically. Well, I'm just one person, and if I did want, even if I weighted my relationship with Denji higher than what public safety provides me, like, I still cannot do anything against them. I don't know. I don't. I feel like whenever we do solve the mystery that is Yoshida, it's gonna be very eye opening. But it's gonna be something along those lines. Just the way that he's been raised, or just, just in, just I don't know how to phrase this, but the way that he's lived through till this point has a lot to do with how he sees public safety in regards to himself. He seems to have very low opinion of himself. So just also like, oh, I do want to do this, but like, that's not worth much. Maybe? Am I onto something? Am I cooking? I don't know. Hopefully. But it does seem like Yoshida is really having a struggle or maybe an inner conflict of sorts with what he wants versus what, you know, his feelings versus, what his brain has always been taught or just learned through seeing other people. And it's like, yeah, there's no use trying to go against the system. But in, like, yeah, he still hates it. Otherwise, why would he have gotten so emotional during that one chapter when he told Denji, you have to stop turning into Chainsaw Man. I forget the name of the chapter, but it was in like the 130s. And yeah, even when he tries to tell Denji, sorry, I don't know either, he looks very, yeah, like it really hurts him to be the one to be doing this, but at the same time, he he probably was the one to volunteer and be like, yeah, I gotta be the one to tell him this. I'd rather he hears it from me, even though it pains me that things happened like this. And just seeing him be so helpless. Yeah, man, these panels after Denji tells him, why didn't you wake me up? Oh, they're they're very, very juicy in terms of like what you can speculate in regards to what Yoshida is feeling. But he's putting up this front that he doesn't care. This emotionless, basically like Kishibe, but he's worse at putting it up. But yeah, Denji is in a pretty bad situation right now. And public safety did uh, keep their word on what they said they were going to do. Thankfully, they weren't able to keep their or to put their hands on Nayuta. Though I'm still wondering where the hell she is. Maybe she's with Kishibe. I don't know. Maybe I'm on copium, but I don't care. That little talk with Pochita though. Ouch. just ouch once you see what is actually happening outside of his mind. So yeah, this was longer than I expected, but I'm also there was a lot to to read between the lines. But yeah, if you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.